Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Yaro and I love cars, especially German cars. And I truly believe that the worst thing you can do to yourself as an automotive enthusiast is get yourself an old, cheap BMW. And that's what I did. Let me show you. There she is. So here's my 1999 BMW 540i, and I paid only $900 for it. I bought this vehicle from impound lot. Looks like previous owner just didn't want to pick it up because of all of those storage fees and impound fees and that kind of stuff. So yeah, and actually I had this vehicle for a little over 3 weeks now, and it was super unexpectedly for me that this vehicle passed emissions and actually got it registered here in the state of Utah. So it's nice, I got my license plates now. I can actually drive it on the street. And of course, for $900, this car is not going to be perfect, especially being 20 years old, and I think it has a little over 150,000 miles, so it's quite a bit of mileage, you know. I would say it's far from perfect. It has dings, dents, and scratches, and some of the things just don't work. But so let me show you the car a little bit closer. Engine. There's a really big scratch that goes all the way around this whole side. Looks like a really big key mark. Pretty deep. I didn't think that I would be able to buff it, but same thing on the trunk, and it had some kind of goofy M5 wannabe sticker on here. Here's the residue that I need to clean up, but yeah, no rear badge. Crack in this bumper. I guess it's normal. Here's our key mark that goes along this side as well, and there's a pretty big dent on this side skirt. And it comes with this really ugly black unpainted bumper. Looks like a mustache. Headlights needs to be polished. Has a bunch of water on the inside. A lot of rock chips on the hood. This headlight is even worse. Needs to be buffed up, but you know, other than that, exterior is in pretty good shape. Came with really nice tires, all seasons, and some kind of aftermarket wheels. Let me show you interior. So this one has a sport package on it. Seats with lower support over here and side bolsters. Sport steering wheel. And there she is. 6-speed manual transmission. It's pretty rare nowadays. People just get lazy. They don't drive stick shifts anymore, but I was actually quite impressed that this car had a manual transmission when I first saw it at the impound lot. And this is a normal thing for that kind of cars. The pixels are burned over here on the instrument cluster, but I guess it's not a big deal. So yeah, it has sunroof and it actually works. Heated seats, climate control, and has a radio, thanks to my friends. Sound system is actually pretty good for this age. Power locks, power windows. Of course memory seats and all that. It's pretty spacious since 5 Series is a mid-segment sedan, so it has quite a bit of room in the rear. Even got a climate control for the rear. Really nice leather actually for the year. Pretty spacious trunk. Of course everything needs to be detailed on this car, but let's just pop the hood. .4 V8. I think it produces a little bit over 280 horsepower. It actually is still pretty torquey, despite the all sorts of timing chain noises and valve noises and that kind of thing. But so far, as far as maintenance goes, I just replaced this power steering reservoir and a couple of hoses right up here. These cars are, I would say, old Beamers are notorious for power steering leak. And I changed the drive belt, which is going to be right up there. And tensioner was making a weird noise. It's still kind of noisy, but it's better than it was before. Ugh. Gotta fix that. Oh, and by the way, this car came with the aftermarket exhaust, which actually sounds pretty good. I'm going to show you now. I really hope this camera is good enough to pick up the sound of the exhaust. So, let's see. I've been actually daily driving this vehicle for over 300 miles now, and it's been pretty good. I'm quite surprised how nice suspension is for the age. Well, I guess this is about it for my comprehensive review of $900 BMW. So I'm just gonna keep you posted on whatever happens with this vehicle, and yeah, I'll see you next time.